Thanks to our big time soil samples, which is one of the most important parts of food plotting, got to get a soil test. It told us that our one big field in particular, where we plant beans and corn, had a low pH. Everything else is pretty good, but we needed 2 tons an acre of lime in that field to adjust the pH, you know, to get it level. So that field is very hard to access. We cannot get a lime cart of any sort into that field. So what we're using is Plot Start from Deer Grow. And without this product, we would not be able to adjust the pH in that field, at least with ag lime. This 2.5 gallon jug right here is equivalent to 1 ton of lime. And you can put 2 of these jugs in about a 25 gallon sprayer. You don't want to do any more than that because you want to get good coverage. 2 tons per acre of lime, that should be enough to adjust the pH accordingly to what we needed to get it to. And this will adjust it about 3 times faster than ag lime. So we're just gonna put it right on top of that fresh dirt. I'm gonna fertilize it. We should get a rain here in a couple of days to push it all in, but this is a great product to be able to adjust your pH if you don't have big equipment and you can't get into certain plots, you know, that are tough to access with big equipment. It's gonna save us a ton of time and a lot of money when we're putting in food plots and trying to adjust our pH. Part of the reason why we're using Deer Grow Plot Start right here. I can put it in the tank and adjust the pH in this field with a side-by-side. This is our entry into the field. Want to fix it in the future. Haven't had time to do it. It's a fairly big project. But getting the grain car or a lime cart in here with 10,000 pounds of lime and a tractor trying to pull it up this hill, it's just not only is it not very doable, it's not very safe. So the Plot Start allows us to be able to adjust our pH without getting big equipment in here. So it's going to be a huge savior. I got 3 acres to spray up here. We're putting about 4 to 6 tons of lime down, but 4 to 6 jugs of the Plot Start down to adjust the pH a couple points or a point, and it should be good. I'm anxious to see how it works.
Alright, well today we're going to be putting some soybeans and corn in the ground up here in New York for Dean and Dave. This is a Genesis 5 Lite, and we're going to calibrate the seed. So you have a gearbox and you have a gate opening. The gate opening's over here on the right side, and that's basically going to adjust for the seed size. So soybeans, we're going to have our gate opening at 2. We got it set to 2. Larger seed, you'd go to 3. Seeds like switchgrass and clover, you'd set your gate opening at 0, so not a lot of seeds moving through the gate at one time. And then you move over to the other side and you have your gearbox, and that's what adjusts how much seed is going to be put into the ground. So if you look at this chart right here, soybeans, gate opening at 2, gearbox at 4, you're putting down 56 pounds per acre. You bump that gearbox to 5, 71 pounds per acre, 6, 100 pounds per acre. So typically, you're probably going to want to plant a little heavy if you're doing deer plots because of browse pressure. So we're probably going to put the pounds per acre somewhere around probably 80. Somewhere around 80 to 100.
Food Plot Chronicles is massively underway. We are planting today at Camp Cutlet, our biggest field. About 3.5 acres is complete. Had a couple hiccups with the corn. First 3 or 4 passes, didn't realize it, but we were dropping seed pretty heavy. I think we got it straightened out, but we might have a couple uneven spots. But other than that, everything seemed to go pretty good. Field looks great. Fertilizer's in. Deer grow plot start is sprayed, so pH should be adjusted, fertilized, seeded. Same architecture as last year. We'll give it a few days and then I'll be putting the fence up, but we're gonna go get some lunch. It's starting to get pretty toasty here, and then we'll start on field 2 and 3. More corn, more beans. Oh, feels good to be getting these plots in, folks. We got a couple days of sun, which is okay because the seed's drilled down. Only thing to worry about with no rain is the fertilizer on top, but the drill kind of does a good job of mixing it in. So we shouldn't lose too much nitrogen, I don't think. It's not too windy the next few days, so we should be okay there. Seed will be in the ground, and then Monday, Tuesday, looks like almost every day next week there's not major chances of rain, but chances of rain. So we've been getting heavy dews. The soil's pretty moist. I'm pretty confident about the germination. Drill's doing a good job. We actually, somehow, hasn't happened yet, but the small Mahindra died overnight. I had it sitting outside and it's completely dead. I don't know if I left the key part way on or what, but the tiller is on that, so I can't take it off right now. We were going to try to knock this down flatter, get some of the chunks like this. You see this chunk? Get some of this out of the dirt, but unfortunately we're not able to do that because the tractor's dead. So you got to improvise. Like I said, the drill, it does slice it up pretty good, but we're just gonna have to live with it for this portion of the corn. Never had corn here. I will be so pumped if it grows. Even if it grows decent, I will be thrilled because I'll be able to spray it down and control the weeds in it. And we have never had good screenage from the road in this particular spot ever. So if we could get good corn here and got that screenage, it'll stay up in the snow and have food in this whole portion. This will be a dynamite area for deer in general. We got a redneck there, redneck there. It's gonna be a money spot, just gotta hope it grows. Looks like we are just gonna have enough seed to get this done. Saving money. Ladies and gents, it has been a heck of a day here at Camp Cutlet, planting. Huge thanks to our buddy Ryan for managing Deer TV. Huge thanks. Came up here with his no-till drill, Genesis 5. That thing was awesome. We got corn in here. Never had this set up before. Got our borderline in behind us and some miscanthus grass. We got about an acre of beans behind camp. We got 2 acres of beans up on another field and another 1.5 acres of corn. So very excited. All of our spring crops, well, almost all of our spring crops are in. I gotta do 2 more in the next like 3 days. 2 more sections of borderline for some access points, but I'm mainly concerned about, you know, using the drill to get these corn and bean plots in. I wanted to use the drill to get our other borderline access point in, but Ryan had to take off. It was a long day. We had a lot of work. We started at about 6:30 this morning and finished up about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So, and I'm just finishing up now. I had to wash down the equipment. Got to take care of that stuff when you're fertilizing, especially, you know, it's spitting fertilizer all over the tractor, all over our, you know, 3-point spreader. Had to power wash all that stuff off. Got to take care of your equipment if you want it to last. But just admiring the work and checking things out, closing the day out here. Thank y'all for watching this episode of Food Plot Chronicles. It's been awesome. For the most part, spring crops are in, but we are by no means done for the season. A lot of work ahead of us. Appreciate y'all.